G'day everyone and welcome. I am What's His Face. This might be a little bit different from my channel, but I am still just trying to try out new things, and I literally just jumped on tonight. It's, what time is it now? It's 12:30 in the middle of the night, and I seen that the Unreal demo for The Witcher 4 was up, and I was like, as someone that's in love with The Witcher 3, I know this is a Planet Coaster channel, but I don't know, I just felt like, well, why don't you just press record and then just react to it, you know, and just hang out. Like, I don't know, I've trying something different. So yeah, if it's what you're into, that's cool. I'll probably just be talking and doing whatever else. I literally am going into this blind. It's live right now. I think I'm about an hour late, judging by all of the live streams that are going on. But yeah, it's going to be cool just to hang out and see what this is all about. As I said, I'm a very big Witcher fan, so this is going to be pretty cool to see. Sunk a lot of hours into them games, so it's going to be very interesting to see what they come up with and what they're pulling off inside of this Unreal Engine, because yeah, I don't know, it's going to be an insane game if it's anything like that teaser that they gave us, obviously revealing Ciri herself. So I don't know, I'm excited to see what happens. Obviously, this is my first sort of video of me reacting to stuff, so if I do go silent and don't talk or whatever else, I do apologise for that. As I said, I don't even know if I will upload this, but this is as raw as it gets for me. Like, I don't even know if this stuff gets copy striked or whatever it's called. So, yeah, okay. Well, here we go. Straight into it. Oh, that's a very dandelionish outfit, isn't it?
Me pearlies on this blasted pit-ridden tract.
Oh yeah, you have a look, mate. I feel like the Witcher universe would be a terrible time to live. As cool as it is that you think that it's like, I could, yep, no, see, exact good point. Like, you think, oh, that'd be so cool to, like, live in this world. Oh, he just got burnt by the flame. Did you see that? That was cool. Oh, we're flying. Look at the ground just disappearing beneath him. Damn. Oh yeah. Oh man, I'm gonna sink so many hours into this game again. I was worried about GTA 6. I mean, yeah, GTA 6. Now I've got to be worried about this even more. Oh, look at that! Oh, that does not end well. Oh, cool. So it's, I would say it's like the Witcher 3 opening with, what is this, Ciri chasing? Yep. Damn. Look how good she looks. Sorry I wasn't on the bandwagon with a couple of other people. I actually enjoyed the thought of playing as Ciri. I think it'd be a really cool sort of thing. It'd be kind of like the Joel and Ellie story if they did that well. If, I don't know, if something happens to Geralt, I feel like I'll take up that sword. I'll take it. Is that gameplay? I'm getting real God of War vibes that that's gameplay right there. Look at the cape and everything. She looks so good standing there. Oh, I got a real big feeling that this is gameplay. That's crazy. Look at the mountains.
Thank you, everyone, and welcome to the State of Unreal.
Sorry, mate, I'll listen to you. I forgot what their names are. I didn't say that, damn it.
We're here to show you what's next with Unreal Engine and so much more. We are thrilled that you're able to join us. Thank you.
He's standing here. He's standing here. He looks like he's about to play. I think we're going to get something crazy here.
Red. We have a lot to talk about. Hey, guys.
Hey. Thank you, Wyatt.
Look at that jacket. That is a nice jacket.
With The Witcher 4, we're stepping things up. And to do that, we needed the right partner. One that truly understands that great open world games are all about art and technology coming together.
Yeah, and look, our goals...
Oh man, I feel like they're about to blow these people's minds if
around
that's
launch of
gameplay, but
Week
he's
5,
literally
the
waiting to play, I
awesome team
feel.
at CD Projekt Red announced a collaboration to make open world development in Unreal even better. And it's an opportunity we just couldn't pass
I remember years ago when
So we've been working on a technical demo
was like
together to achieve just that.
it was like a demo came out, and it was someone building inside of Unreal Engine, and I'm not sure what the video is. I'm pretty sure literally everybody's seen it. And he builds like a little Witcher village that's all run down. And I remember seeing that, and every comment was like, imagine if The Witcher came to Unreal. And like when they announced it, it was massive of like, imagine the world that they could create. And especially like seeing like the way Cyberpunk was built and like the knowledge from all them other Witcher games, like it's getting scary with games that are coming out, because like the older I get, the more worried I get about these games being like, man, I'm gonna have like I'm single now, but like imagine having a wife and kids and being like, yeah, honey, I'll put the kids to bed and stuff like that. Like, oh, that would it'd be so hard with a game this massive, because like you need to be able to sink hours into it, which is what you just get lost in them. And if it's this big, like I could just imagine just getting lost. I'll continue and I won't keep talking.
I think we should take a look at it. You guys ready?
Born ready.
Oh, never mind. Here we are.
Patrick is going to play the build for us.
We're gonna play.
Sure. Let's do
Okay.
it.
Okay. Let's just break the internet. Look at the distance. Look at the cities. There's cities in the distance here, and a little town down here. Look at the mount. This is literally like the shot where you come out of Camor and you're like, okay, we're playing The Witcher, and then you could just stand there. I mean, it'd be cool if Ciri said like shit or something like that. That'd be pretty funny. But look at this suit here with the cape, the two swords. Wow, this is gonna be insane.
This is a technological
I don't know what to
showcase
say.
set
This
in
is
the world
crazy.
Of The Witcher 4. What you just saw and are going to see now.
Oh my God, look at it
running on
reacting to it.
standard PlayStation 5.
The little hop.
60 FPS with ray tracing.
My God, it's like Red
In the
Dead.
game, you'll be playing as Ciri, a professional monster slayer, a witch.
Oh yeah.
She explores the world and hunts down monsters for coin. The region we are in is called Kovir, and you'll
Covia.
get to explore it in a game.
Covia with my
Right now,
Aussie accent.
Ciri's investigating the
Look at the
monsters after
cape
capturing
bouncing off her
Looks,
feet when
she's
she
heading
flicks it.
back to a nearby
It's
village.
cool. Wow. This
Alright,
is
everyone.
insane.
Meet Kelpie.
Kelpie, did he say?
Let weeds be
Is this
weeds,
our roach?
Kelpie.
So just like Geralt had Roach, Ciri has her own loyal companion.
We return to town.
These two characters need to feel like one, since you're gonna explore the world on horseback. Riding needs to feel seamless, natural, and just fun.
Yeah, and to support that, we're introducing multi-character motion matching in Unreal. So Ciri and Kelpie, they're perfectly synchronized.
Did you see her flick it back up, that cape back then? That was insane. This is like, look at the world. Look at everything. The timber, like it's literally a destroying itself, and we're just going and getting on a horse. This is crazy.
When mounting from any angle and speed. And we also
Reputation,
support root
plus
motion
one,
movement
patted the
on
horse.
Kelpie. So controlling her feels realistic and grounded. And there are also some really nice improvements to our Unreal Chaos Flesh Solver and these machine-learned deformations. So you've got realistic muscles moving and stretching under Kelpie's skin without compromising the performance there.
Damn, look at that. That's crazy. I mean, I don't know if they have to go full Red Dead level of the horse's balls shrinking in the snow and stuff like that. That was weird. Once they pointed that out, you couldn't stop looking inside a Red Dead being like, yep, I've got a male horse. But this is insane. My poor PC. I'm just staring at it now thinking like, man, might be time for that big upgrade that we've all talked about. Whoa.
So let's leave Ciri behind for a second and
Yeah,
talk
sure.
about the world itself. So much of the Witcher world is natural, organic, especially Kovir with its dense forest and wild
Look
nature.
at the
Yeah, and
forest.
wild nature is hard. And with nanite geometry, we've freed artists from so many of their old constraints. But we don't want to rest until everything we do in Unreal has that same spirit of freedom. There's always more work to do. And
Wow.
foliage is a huge piece of that puzzle. So we are excited to introduce nanite foliage.
Whoa.
And
Yeah, I was going to
in
say,
order to
why isn't the
achieve
crowd
gorgeous
clapping that?
foliage
That's
density
insane.
Everywhere, while still being memory efficient, fast to render, we believe.
Oh, look at this. See, this is, I think they've planned this. I think they've really thought of, people are going to scrutinize this and pick it piece by piece. Kind of like what I'm doing now. You know, like when we initially got the God of War trailer. I'm sorry if people wanted to watch this in its entirety. I am sorry. This is just me reacting to this. I literally think it won't get any views, but hey, what can you do? Like, I don't mind. I'm having too much fun with this. But this is going to be like that God of War trailer when it first got revealed, when he kept playing and we were just so baffled at like, oh my God, it's still going. And then you literally had all of that time to dissect it, and they went through it frame by frame, looking at everything. And I think that they've really thought of that here of like, let's include as much as we can. This is insane. I keep looking around and I'm trying to like see everything, but it's like, you're gonna have to watch this like 600 times. It will, I think it'll feed how long it's going to take probably for this to come out. I think they were talking maybe not 2026, but yeah, 2027 maybe. I think they were talking about it coming out. I don't know, they might say at the end, but yeah, my mind is blown already.
The new idea was needed. So instead of the same card...
And this is only a tech demo. Remember that. This is just showing off what the Unreal Engine is going to be like inside of this Witcher world.
approach we've been using for...
Congratulations, team. I should say that. You have done a great job.
For the past 20 years, artists should be free to take a nanite approach to foliage, modeling every single leaf and pine needle.
What?
And the old LOD tricks of the past, they needed a complete rethink. And in their place, it's a new adaptive voxel
Hey!
representation.
Okay, see this? See this here? Okay, I have nieces and nephews, right? And they don't believe when I tell them what games used to look like. And I show them videos of like my Game Boy and my PS1 games and like how blocky and square they were. I remember showing them Grand Theft Auto 3 and how their hands had no fingers and they were running around and they're going, well, why doesn't he talk? You'd have to go down that rabbit hole of why they talked. But we grew up with this. So the fact that we go from where we were to where we are now, I think that's why a lot of new gamers and kids nowadays have problems, because they're being fed all of this when we grew up with this. So we can really appreciate it and go, this game is beautiful. I would live in this world. Obviously not with how creepy and like how many monsters and stuff they were, but like, wow.
It's volumetric.
That's a single tree, by the way.
Fast to render.
And look at that.
And these dense clusters of triangles turn into these cubes.
I'm gonna get
which,
lost.
At a distance, they're no larger than a pixel, and they react to the changing light of our dynamic sun and our shadows, and they allow artists to render whatever amount of...
Hey, I know what that means. Birds floating around something. I've got to explore. Wow.
Foliage is needed to achieve their vision
Smoke.
without compromise.
Little town. It's just seeing
And
little
no compromise
details.
means how ambitious we are when it comes to bringing our vision to
Yep. Okay.
life
Sorry.
with incredible
Thought I seen
visuals.
something. Trying to
But more
remember
than that,
things.
Together with Epic, we created faster way to load the world. We can now bring in more content more quickly for the smoothest possible experience as we fly down to catch up with Ciri.
And like, you got to remember that like I'm watching this on YouTube. Like, what am I on? Let's see if we can get to 4K to really like watch it. So like, if I go back to that shot here, ready? See if I can break my PC.
And no compromise means how ambitious we are.
Like he said, this is at 60 frames, yeah, that he was saying. So you got to remember, I'm recording this, so this is not doing it justice of what I'm seeing on my screen.
When it comes to bringing
Like
our
this
visions live
level
with
of
incredible
detail
visuals.
is
But more than that,
insane.
Together with Epic, we created faster way to load the world. We can now bring in more content more quickly for the smoothest possible experience as we fly down to catch up with Ciri.
Like, look at that. That's just insane. It looked like Rivendell. Just a side divert. Signpost, good. Signpost confirmed,
Welcome to
everybody.
Valdrest. So Valdrest is a port town, a hub for fishing, trade and mining. It's one of those places where you can meet shady characters
Wow.
or overhear gossip from other lands. It's also where Ciri took on her current contract.
Look at the. I don't know if you've seen that then, but the way the guard was staring her down, like, and look, oh, you can see all the different like people and stuff like that. I was going to say races, but I'm not sure if I've seen any other races yet.
pathetic. Let's leave Kelpie here and explore the marketplace and food. I'm so excited we can finally show you some of this stuff.
Like, this is insane. Like, can you imagine if they released this to you like they did the, I don't know if everybody remembers the Matrix demo that they released. Like, if you wouldn't have to release it to where, like I would try to explore, but you can't explore. But if they released this as, like, I could control the camera and look around as, like, a real tech demo, like,
Let's see what Vargas has to offer.
we would just sit on that for the whole time waiting for this to come out. Oh, he spat at me, the dirty dog. There's rats and everything. Like, this is insane, the level of stuff that's going on in this. Oh, we're like Assassin's Creed going through the crowd. Wow. See, like, look at this guy. This guy's commenting on us and, like, staring at us. And she's even reacting with what's going on. Are they... Look. I'm seeing into the future here. They're about to be more Assassin's Creed than Assassin's Creed at this point. Ready? Watch this. Remember when you used to do that to people in Assassin's Creed?
Responsive the world is.
Oh my goodness.
Character actions directly affect what happens around you. Sometimes even setting
Oh,
off
she
chain
looks
reactions.
so good.
Everything is working together.
You'll spend hours just walking around town interacting with people. That is crazy.
Look at this poor gentleman being taught
Oh
how
yeah,
to fly
throw him a
by
coin.
using-
Once again, more Assassin's
That's what
Creed than
happens when you
Assassin's
cheat at
Creed.
Gwen.
Wow. Hey, look at her flirting with us.
So this is the guy who gave the series quest his own. Like you probably suspect, he has his own agenda in all of this.
You're off your tits again, Wilfred. Get your ass up.
It's like, listening to the accents, it's like, it's taking me back to all them. Like, you know, when you watch them playing around when they'd be talking and stuff like that. And you'd get lost in the same voice actor talking about when he went down to the river and stuff like that. Like, it's just burnt in my brain of, like, some of the voice actors talking, and it's going to be cool to see them all again.
A typical day's toil.
Who in? With Churres. What news of my wagons? No, you turn it.
What news of my wagon?
He is taking that damn salt to arrive.
I found them. And, well, suffice to say,
God,
they'll
look how
not
good
reach
she
you.
looks. That's insane.
As for the salt, I found not one speck. I presume this comes as no surprise to you. Now. Kabir's smuggling trade is of no concern to me.
Shush, shush, shush.
The manticore that flattened your cars and devoured your men.
What a terrible job these guys have. All day, every day.
Quite the opposite.
Manticore. No, them winged hellspawn dwell in the arse end of Creighton.
While Ciri decides what to do about that merchant, let's take a look at the character technology that powers this marketplace. Why don't we
Wow.
listen in on these fishmongers? They're selling their wares, chatting
Yeah,
with
sure.
customers.
Insane.
Get this clean and got it for you. Mind, dearest. Into seeing
goodness.
something more. Got mackerel cod or Braxton's finest.
And like this is going on that you're not even watching this sort of stuff. Like, my brain hurts thinking about where games are going to be. With Grand Theft Auto coming out, with this coming out, like, the bar is going to be set so high. It's insane, the level of detail. That's insane. Look at the fish in the ice just sitting there waiting.
And there is tons of tech.
This
on
is
display here. Even a
crazy.
simple market stall, metahuman tools, improved Unreal smart objects, chaos cloth, and more.
Yeah, and all of this exists to make sure that the gap in quality between Ciri and NPCs is as small as possible.
Yeah, and closing that gap, it's not just about fidelity, right, but also authenticity.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry to the people doing the demo. Like, I'm literally trying so hard to listen to you, but I'm just gobsnapped at everything around. Like, the detail is crazy. Once again, my like you'd have to play on PC because that's just to pull this off on console will be one thing, but can you imagine when them, you know, the people that upload like with the people with ridiculous PCs that upload them videos of like ultra ray tracing with 8K footage running at 600 frames per second, and you watch it going like, what? That's insane. Like, I spent a lot of money on updating my PC when Cyberpunk, after I played it a couple of times on my old potato PC, and I updated to a pretty decent PC, but playing that, the step up is insane. And like, I've had a lot of friends that like, they've only been console players and stuff like that, but when they would eventually come to my house and I would show them like, this is the game not even running at like the max settings. I could hit ultra with maybe 100 frames per second, which is pretty high, but like I've seen videos of people doing like 300 frames per second and just this crazy stuff with the mods and everything. So it's like, man, gamers have it good right now with the amount of stuff we're about to get.
Changes in the world around them.
But the prisoner in Pillory isn't exciting enough for Valdres.
Wow.
Let's grab everyone's attention with the circus.
Which means the city can change each time we come in of stuff going on. Wow, that's blowing my mind. It'd be cool if it. Oh, I don't want to put stuff in the developers' heads and stuff like that. What I want. Everyone has the list of what they'd like. Like, I love games where the world and what you do in the world affects everything like this.
Tons of optimizations here to many of Unreal systems, including an entirely new Unreal animation framework, allowing us to fit easily in our 60 FPS budget, not just in rendering, but also with room to spare on the game thread. Over 300 animated skeletal mesh agents all going about their business. And the whole point is to leave breathing room for developers like you to introduce the gameplay and the systems that your players
See, they're not even selling this to us. They're selling this to developers to be like, hey, look how amazing this Unreal Engine is. And it's like, can you imagine all of the games that are going to be jumping, not only on this, but like, it's going to push the bar higher for other game engines. So it's, wow, like, it's going to be and it should be easier for them to create games and have more detailed worlds and everything like that. Like, it's just a massive snowball effect. They win, we win. It's just, we're eating good. Like, this must be what the PlayStation 1 and then the PlayStation 2, when that came out, like the leap that took was insane. Of like, I remember watching, like, for me, I'm not sure if everyone remembers, but like Stuntman, when that came out, the details in that was like, what? I'm driving a car around and it's reacting to everything like that. And you would play, like, you get the magazine with the demos and you'd play Getaway and Vice City and like San Andreas and stuff like that. And it'd be like, this is all in a game. Like, this is crazy. And now, like, this generation is getting this leap with this. And they're getting to experience what we felt like when gaming evolved.
Empowering you to make
this is crazy to watch.
Unreal standing in your way.
You are right. That's the open world RPG that we're making. But before we wrap up, how about one final check-in with Ciri?
Oh yeah, sorry. Forgot that we are playing a Witcher game and we're just exploring the world. We're just having too much fun here.
We are making this game to be the most immersive and ambitious open world Witcher game ever. And we are making this a reality thanks to our work on Unreal.
See, like, I know I keep pausing, I'm sorry, but like, everyone has different experiences when Cyberpunk came out. I loved that game. I didn't have any problems as people had. Like, I know a lot of people had terrible issues playing on consoles and stuff like that, but like, I've played it on PC, I then brought it on console, played both, didn't really have any problems, stuck with it, loved it, fell into that world and just got lost in it. And like, as bad as that launch was to CD Projekt Red, as people say, it should scare people what they'll do when this launches, because like, they will not want a repeat of that. And as I said, like, I never had any problems. Like, I got the collector's edition, I paid all that extra money, I got V riding the bike, driving on the thing, I remember picking it up, and like, I was the only person at my store where he said like, this is one of one, like no one else ordered this. And I was like, I was in love with the game. So it's getting hard to get collector's editions now with scalpers and like I don't know, EB Games has that silly like thing where you've got to buy the promotion to even be available in it. So you're pretty much paying to win through a friggin' gaming store, which is the most stupidest concept ever. But yeah, like this is going to be insane. Like I could just see it being completely polished, tested in every aspect and everything like that, and it's just going to be like insane. Like this is a tech demo. Who knows where they're at right now? Like if they have, say if it is 2027, I think it is from memory of seeing what people were talking about. And if they're at this point now with creating the worlds, it could be like, I don't know if you've seen the God of War documentary when Corey Barlog talks about God of War, they put all of that effort into that demo. And then after the demo, that was when they cut back to the studio and they're saying it took us a year or whatever he said to develop that. I think it was like a 15-minute trailer gameplay thing that they wanted to do. And then how do we turn this into a full game? And I think they only had a year or 2 years left on the build thing. So who knows whether that's the same situation here where they've just done this for the tech demo, or this is legit missions, story, the world that we're going to see. Like I haven't been really listening to what they're talking about. I've been too busy phasing about it. But yeah, if you know more than me, please do put it in the comments. But it's insane to see what they've done.
I think what we're doing together is going to bring in a new generation of open world RPGs.
Oh yeah.
I'm so proud of what we accomplished so far.
Oh,
We are too.
You all should be. It looks amazing.
So we're almost done.
Did you see that? That looked like creepy back there. Let's go back a second. Or is it just the
We
rock?
are too.
I don't know. It looks like something scary's up there. It might just be the
we're
rock.
almost done, but before we go, here's a small gift for all Witcher fans.
Like this is insane. Like it's just gonna be riding around, and it's gonna be perfect. Great. Now I sound like one of them YouTubers that's like, oh, our city project's amazing and stuff like that. But like, come on, look at this. Look at her. She looks insane.
A first look at Lanexeter.
Damn. Oh, the soundtrack.
Onward, Kelby. We what?
Damn. Good job. Hats off to you. That's insane. Great work. I'm so excited to see what they do and what they create.
Seriously, it looks amazing.
No, you should
And
really
we've
be
also
proud of
barely
that.
scratched the surface of what's coming in Unreal 5.6. So here's Julien to tell you even more. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
That's crazy. That's insane. I think this is just continuing on the show now. I don't think I'll react to many other things. Like, what else is there? Or are they going to continue on? Oh, no. I seen a little Witcher screenshot then. Looks like we might be getting
Hey
something
everyone.
else here.
Great to
We'll
be
find
here
out.
in Orlando. I spent a lot of time on this demo, so I'm happy to be the one to talk about what went into the 5.6 release. An open world like that was just the perfect content to focus on our main goal for the release, which was performance. We want the engine to scale to large and rich worlds.
Wow.
We want to preserve graphics quality. And of course, we want to deliver high frame rates that you,
Cool. We're
the
going to get a
players
full
expect.
breakdown now, are we?
So let's check it out, starting with rendering. If you all remember,
Let's get a live reaction of someone that has no idea about what goes into making games and the technologies behind it, reacting to
when
what
we
goes in
released
behind
Nanite
it.
with UE5, it supported static geometry. Last year, we brought skinning to Nanite. And now, we're working on Nanite foliage. The only way to have a forest that looks as good as this one is to use
Look at that. Look at that. How are you even going to walk through that? You'd have to go around to even dodge anything. That's insane.
3D geometry for all parts of the trees, just like we do for everything else. However, this is a crazy amount of fine geometry, So we had to rethink how trees are created and displayed. To create them, we developed nanite assemblies. These 28 little parts that you see are all that we use to build all the spruces from the forest.
What?
They are instanced thousands
Wow.
of times and used like building blocks.
Sorry, I know like people like me, like I play Planet Coaster a lot. I like if you don't watch my normal stuff, and like the amount of work that we put in to make like stuff look nice, to think that they're doing that much effort to make a tree look nice is insane. That them little branches that they just showed you all go together to make different variations like this is... Oh man, could you imagine Planet Coaster in Unreal Engine? Realistic
And as
theme
you probably
parks.
noticed with the wind effect,
Far out.
they even support skeletal animation, which runs on the GPU. Thanks to assembly, we greatly reduce the storage, the runtime memory, and the rendering cost. Then, to display an entire forest, the challenge was to preserve fidelity and performance from any distance. Let's check up close the level of detail we're talking about here.
What?
Lots of details. But this triangle representation is not the most efficient when far away, due to the amount of overlapping. And that's why we made an adaptive voxel representation. But in reality, you'll never see those voxels this close, since
No.
when we move the camera back, they're barely a pixel.
Damn.
Nanite foliage is almost done. We are moving it to the main line as we speak, and it will be available for everyone in 5.7. Another thing I would like to share is that ray tracing and Lumen now run more than twice as fast, with no visual trade-off compared to when UE5 was released. And because
Look at the
of
fire.
that,
Look at that fire. Looks legit. Wow. Like, I'm just looking around at everything. Like the storytelling they're going to be able to do is crazy. Just in the world.
we can now hit 60 FPS on consoles. And finally,
What was that? Did he
it's
say?
6 compared to when UE5 was released. And because of that, we can now hit 60 FPS on consoles.
60 FPS. Like, that's going to be insane for people. Wow.
And finally, we rewrote the rendering pipeline to run asynchronously so you can increase the richness of your scenes even more. Now let's talk about chaos physics. For chaos cloth, we improve our cloth-to-cloth constraint solution. This removes a lot of collision evaluation when
It's like when, like, remember when you used to sheathe his sword and Geralt would do the little tap with his left hand to help push the sword in? Like, it's that level of detail that's, like, scary to see.
garments are piling up and interacting with each other. Even for complex setup like
Doesn't help that, like, a lot of people went on about the whole, oh, Yennefer, oh, Triss, and, like, I was on the same bandwagon, I do have to admit. But there is a couple of us that had a crush on Ciri, and I was one of them. I thought Ciri was hotter than Yen and Triss. Even though my first playthrough, I thought, hey, let's just flirt with both. And I ended up getting that very unique ending. And I remember doing I think it was a Reddit post checking in of, well, why did I end up with a crappy ending where I've literally been screwed over by Yen and Triss? And they're like, oh, you have to pick one or the other. So I literally restarted the game at that point, didn't even finish it, just so I didn't end up like Geralt in his boxes on that bed while they both laughed at me. Nope. Had to go back and do it again. And then you always get that age-old confusing choice of when Triss is dancing on the fountain and she falls into your arms and you think, uh-oh, what do I do? Because you don't see Yennefer for most of that part. You see her at the start and you play around in Kaer Morhen and stuff like that, but yeah, it's tough choice. But as I said, I was always a Ciri fan. I did have a crush on her, so it's going to be very interesting to see whether they develop that more. Yeah, it's just a little FYI for you.
Series Cape.
If you're still watching, that is.
Sub-millisecond budget on PS5. With Chaos Flesh,
Look
we
at that.
introduce procedural muscle activation
Damn.
to make deformation and motion more natural. Your artists will still have control over tetrahedral simulation and train ML models that run fast in real time.
Insane.
We now support the baking of
Oh,
fluid
yep.
surface
There we go.
data
Of
into
course,
lightweight
you know.
assets to be played
Let's just
back at
have
low cost.
insane water.
This is going to give you high fidelity water without the performance
Oh,
cost
I thought the
of
water was
real-time
moving the
fluid
rock then. God, I'm
simulation.
stupid.
For animation, we work on both performance and fidelity. Here, you can see how Ciri and Kelpie match up in their interaction. Well, that works no matter the angle of approach.
Oh, yes, we're getting different
That's
angles.
Our most
Oh, yes. Oh, that's awesome. Look at them all.
character motion matching solution. We also added motion matching in Sequencer to build stitch tracks. With them, you can seamlessly transition from gameplay to cinematic. Also, we now have a secondary layer of animation driven by physics in Control Rig. We used it in Kelpie's rig to drive the mane, the tail, and the saddlebags. And now, I'm happy to announce that all these features are already integrated into our new Unreal Animation framework, which we are releasing as experimental in 5.6. We built it with performance first in mind. Animation evaluation are now running in parallel.
That's
off the game
crazy. So
thread,
what's this? Is
which
the
was
rest just a
our
tech
goal.
demo of everything else?
And for the other character systems that are
let's,
just as costly, like
Let's turn this down then and just chat. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is going over my head a little bit. I am sorry for that for people that do enjoy the technical side of stuff. Because like for me, I've only just started getting interested in all of that behind the scenes stuff. More with just playing around with Planet Coaster and Planet Coaster 2, and then just starting to. I remember when the Witcher 3 released its little modding kit that you could do. I downloaded that and played around a little bit, and then that really opened my mind to like obviously if this is a Matrix demo, playing around with that as well and having fun, sort of exploring what goes into making a game, which is, it completely baffles my mind when you really start seeing stuff like this of, I just go to the shop and I buy the game and never think of like stuff that's going into it, like the technology that's all behind everything I see. You never think of it as a kid and stuff like that, and it's only like now getting into adulthood that you're like, I'm interested in how games are made, what goes into it, why is my PC on fire, stuff like that. So it's really cool. There's some really big games coming out that I'm very excited to see. But like, wow, she just looks insane. Poster girl for every kid's bedroom. Well, maybe not every kid, maybe every adult's poster wall. Sorry for them people that don't like you thinking that female characters are hot, but whew, look at her. She's amazing. Love the medallion. Love the little ponytail to the side. Swords look amazing. I have Geralt swords. Of course I do. I'm one of them people. But wow, this is going to be an insane game. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's pretty much it. I'm not really sure about much of the other stuff, whether people would be interested, because I just wanted to react to the Witcher stuff. As I said, I don't really expect anyone to watch this. Like, this is a sort of a on-camera gameplay. I don't even know if you'll be able to upload this without Unreal docking you or flagging you or whatever else, but what's this? Is this The Witcher again? No, this is something else. Uh-oh. Is this my game of the year? I think it might be. It is Expedition 33 Clair Obscur, which is very hard for someone with an Aussie accent to say. If you haven't played that game, please go and play it. It's a great game for you to see. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm just going to end it there. If you are still watching, thank you so much for watching this far. Like, I was just bored sitting here tonight. It came on. The countdown was on, and I thought, like, what if I just press record and just talk whilst this gameplay's going on? As you can see, I am very excited for The Witcher 4. I cannot wait for that game to come out. I think it's going to be crazy. I think it's going to be probably the next big hit after Grand Theft Auto, maybe before yeah, because Grand Theft Auto is next year, hey. So then if The Witcher's after that, yeah, this is like, look at that. Like, that's crazy. Crazy detail. Get a cool screenshot? Yeah, that'll work. What do you reckon? Go away, details. How do I make details go away? Anyways, sorry, I will stop talking. And yeah, please do go check this out if you haven't already without me talking. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you have a great day. Please check out one of my other videos. But yeah, thanks for that CD Projekt. Thanks for that Unreal. That was great to see just a glimpse of what's coming. Cannot wait. I'm so excited. See yous!